Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Yes, respected friends, welcome you all. Another day of our effort to go through, study our Adbhuta Adhyatmika Shastras so that our Jnanam becomes Drudha, Spashta, Samagra, Sampurna. We are studying Shwethashwathara Upanishad from quite some time. Very good. Out of 6 chapters, 4th we are in the 11th mantra, telling us about that Shastra Pramanena Yuktya Api, by logic and by the authority of Shastras. In reality, everything is that reality only. Know it, believe it, do the abhyasa of it, experience it, and settle in it. This is what is all the Upanishads, all the Gurus, all the Shastras, all the Jivan Muktas, all Shreya Vilashis again and again have told us. So here also same thing is said, because anything else is valid only after first this truth is realized. Therefore, listening to this again and again is a compulsory, necessary thing that we have to actually realize it. We should accept it. And you have accepted. That's why you are there continuously for this Shravana. So let's continue that beautiful portion which will inform us, inspire us about the truth. Before that, as every day, let us do our Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantrocharana, and Upanishad Adhyanam with Bhashyam. Rigveda Parayanam, Ashtama Mandalam, from 61st Anuvaka. Yeah, let us do 61 onwards, as many as we can do. Definitely 3 we can do. 40 mantras it will be, or 42. Take out. Om Athaveda Parayanam Rugvedaha Ashtamamandalam Atha Ekashashtitama Anuvakadarabhya. Om Ubayam Shunavachana Indro Arvagidam Vachaha Satrachya Maghava Somapitaye Tiya Shavishtagamad Tam Hi Swarajam Vrusha. Om. I don't know from where it got stopped. I went on chanting. Narayana Hari. One second. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Chapter 40 mantras, 42. Sarvagidam vasaha satracha bhagava sopapitaye diya Chalo, 61 only once we'll do again. Whole thing is gone, so we'll do that. ॐ अथ एकषष्टितम अनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ उभयं शृण्वच्चन इन्द्रो अर्वागिदं वजः सत्राच्च मघवा सोमपीतये धिया शविष्ठ आगमत् तं हि स्वराजं वृषभं तमोजसे धिषणे निष्ठतक्षतुः उतोपमानां प्रथमो निषीदसि सोमकामं हि ते मनः आवृषस्व पुरूवसो सुतस्येन्द्रान्दसः विद्माहि त्वा हरिवः पृत्सु सा सहिमधृष्टं चिद्दधृष्वणिम् अप्रामि सत्यमगवन्तथेदसदिन्द्रकृत्वा यथा वशः स नेमवाजं तव क्षिप्रिन्नवसामक्षो छिद्यन्तो अद्रिवः शर्द्यूषु शचीपत इन्द्र विश्वाभिरोतिभिः भगं न हित्वा यशसं वसुविदमनुसूर शूरचरामसे पौरो अश्वस्य पुरुकृद्गवामस्युत्सो देवहिरण्ययः न किर्हि दानं परिमर्धिषत्वे यद्यद्यामि तदा भरा त्वं ह्येहि चेरवे विदाभगं वसुत्तये उद्वावृषस्वमगवन् गविष्टय उदिन्द्राश्वमिष्टये त्वं पुरो सहस्राणि शतानि आपुरन्दरम्. Please give some. ॐ नमो नारायणाय. ॐ नमो नारायणाय. ॐ नमो सर्वेश्वर. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं ऋग्वेदः अष्टममण्डलम् एकषष्टितमानुवाकादारभ्य ॐ उभयं शृण्वच्चन इन्द्रो अर्वागिदं वजः सत्राच्च मघवा सोमवीतये धिया शविष्ठागमत् तं हि स्वराजं वृषभं तमोजसे धिषणे निष्टतक्षतुः उतोपमानां प्रथमो निषीदसि सोमकामं हि ते मनः आवृषस्व पुरोवसो सुतस्येन्द्रान्दसः विद्माहि त्वा हरिवः प्रोत्सु सा सहिमदृष्टं चिद्दधृष्वणिम् अप्रामि सत्यमगवन्तथेतदसदिन्द्र कृत्वा यथा वशः स नेमवाजं तव शिप्रिन्नवसामक्षो छिद्यन्तो अद्रिवः शग्द्योषु शचीपत इन्द्रविश्वाभिरूतिभिः भगं न हित्वा यशसं वसुविदमनुचूर शूरचरामसे पौरो अश्वस्य पुरुकृद्गवा मन्स्युत्सो देवहिरण्ययः न किर्हि दानं परिमर्दिषत्वे यद्यद्यामि तदा भरा त्वं ह्येहि चेरवे विदा भगं वसुत्तये उद्वा वृषस्व गविष्टय उदिन्द्राश्वमिष्टये त्वं पुरो सहस्राणि शतानि च योधा दानाय मंहसे आपुरन्दरं चक्रुमविप्रवचस इन्द्रं गायन्तो वसे अविप्रो वा यदविदद्विप्रो वेन्द्रते वचः सप्रममं दत्त्वायाशतक्रतोपराशामन्यो अहं स न उग्रबाहोर्मृक्षकृत्वा पुरन्दरो यदि मे शृणवद्धवम् वसूय भो वसुपतिं शतक्रतं स्तोमैरिन्द्रं हवामहे न पापासो मनामहे नारायासो न जडहवः यदिन्विन्द्रं वृषणं सजासुते सखायं कृणवामहै उग्रं युयुज्मपृतनासु सा सहिं मृणकातिमदाभ्यं वेदां भ्रुवं दिचित्सनिधा रथितमो वाजस्नाजिनं यमिथूनशत यत इन्द्रवयामहे ततो नो अभयं कृधि मघवञ्चग्दितवतन्न ऊतिभिर्विद्विषो विमृधो जहि त्वं हि राधस्पते राधसो महः क्षयस्यासि विदतः तन्त्वा वयं मघवन्निन्द्रगिर्वणः सुतावन्तो हवामहे इन्द्रः स्पृणुत वृत्रः परस्पानो वरेण्यः स नो रक्षिषच्चरमं समध्यमं स पश्चात् पातु नः पुरः त्वं नः पश्चात् पुर इन्द्रनिपाहि विश्वदः आरे हि दैव्यं वयमारे हेतिरदेवीः अद्याद्वया श्वश्वः इन्द्रत्रा स्वपरे च नः विश्वाचनो जरित्रोन् सत्पते अहादिवा नक्तं च रक्षिषः प्रभङ्गी शूरो मघवातु वीमगः सम्मिश्लो वीर्यायकम् उभाते बाहो वृषणा शतक्रतोनिया वज्रं मिमिक्षतुः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Hope now the sound is okay, respected friends. In our today's common sense thought, one, two, or three things. Three, four. One reminder. Reminder that we cannot, should not, never have anything as fully agreed, accepted goal other than the pure self, other than the truth, other than the reality. Remind this every day. Anna? Let us remind it because that alone is real. But all this is appearing real, etc., etc. Every day we are discussing through Shruti Pramana as well as Yukti Pramana. But Anubhuti is wrong because we are traveling in the wrong direction. So that Paramatma Anubhuti is our Parama, Charama, Uttama, Ekameva, Eka Laksham. Remind ourselves of that. First point. Second is walking towards that Laksha. We have to, while doing so, one play of the delusion we have to understand. The play of the delusion is time. माया का खेल ही काल है. What is the trick that Kala plays is, first and foremost, it keeps on moving. Mm. Though slowly but steadily. है ना? And in all its dignity, that Kala, while it keeps on moving, provides us with every facility. And silently it moves on. Goes on, goes on, goes on. And you and I, as a human, having the intellect, are supposed to become aware of this play of the time, that it is providing opportunities, wrongly used or not used, that opportunities, that Kala alone brings those consequent results. And rightly, completely, properly utilized all those opportunities, resources, the time only provides us the positive, good results. This trick we have to catch it. Otherwise, time just goes on going on. Like our own life, if you see back, it appears as if we are still young. You can just trace back and see your days of school or college and married, freaking out, relaxing, moving with the friends, or married, those new days, you know, the different excitements and joys, or even the starting of the job or profession. देखो आंख बंद करके खोला तो खत्म इतना टाइम, isn't it? And it was not like first time. This is so in this sharira to us. Like that, it is going on, going on. The best beautiful example is that of Kagabusundi ji. Yesterday we saw in our Tulsi Ramayana. He has no seen Ananta Koti Brahmandas. Each one of them he spent 100 years. And he was seeing everything, all the leelas, leelas, leelas. Isn't it? And then he said there, if you remember, that in दो घड़ी के समय में ही all that has been experienced. Remember, be conscious there. Time is दो घड़ी or ज़्यादा or कम. That's not important. In that time, what we are doing, therefore, what we are getting. In that time, what we are doing and what we are getting is important. If you would see that Kaga was on his life, he was going through all Brahmandas, but his focus always was, staying in his ashram, doing his sadhanas, waiting for the Rama Avatara to happen. In every of the Brahmanda, this Kagabusundi was there. Means such Jiva in his own evolution. So Bhagwan's Avatara comes, he just goes there from the Janma Mahotsava up to Bala Leela, he revels, enjoys. It's an example. That is his level of evolution. So much reveling, being blessed by the Lord and all. And in one of them, more close to the Lord, specially blessed by the Lord. With that, now he is there doing Ramakatha in that Nilagiri Parvata, where even Lord Shivji went and heard. Now the Garudaji is gone and heard. That's what Tulsi Ramayana in front of us. So all those are details in this topic. The discussion is Kala. Dhyan dena. It won't stop like from morning till now, whether we have done something or not. That is good or bad. Whether we are sleeping on the bed, even after waking up for next how much ever time, or quickly we got up and went for our walk, or our washing, or our bath, or our japa, or our leftover eating yesterday's. Time didn't stop. Even now, after this day will be over. Tomorrow, day after will be over. And in that time, at our own individual level, total level, what has to happen, it keeps on happening. But you and I, as an intelligent human beings, with the Purushartha Samarthya given, okay, how much we are knowing and how best we are doing in that way, that time how we are encashing. That determines what we are going to be, what we are going to get, as well as what we are going to be. Isn't it? Now continue example. in that activities of tamas and rajas, it will continue, we giving its consequences of dukkha because of rajas, regrets and guilt because of tamas. That I have not used my time, etc. ये उन दोनों के रिजल्ट होंगे ही. On the other hand, use it for sattva guna. It gives true peace, sattva guna activities. I'm not listing them all of them. I'm just telling the heading. Involved in the sattva guna activities, there will be definitely the positive ananda of the sukha as well as not regrets or guilts, but sense of fulfillment. Time goes on. Which you want to do is full freedom. Nobody, including the Lord, will convert us, will compel us. Mhm. They're just like that. They will give whatever you ask for, whatever you deserve. Isn't it? That they have full plenty. But what we do in that time with whatever we have, fully our choice, the result again Ishvara gives. This trick of the mind or the play of the time, we have to understand. Focus on that. So therefore today time, 4th of June 2025. The remaining hours, the time is there. In that time, what best can be done and that how best it can be done. Keep focusing on that. Make a habit of it. If this we have learned and conquered, इसके ऊपर ही the consequence, the results are there. They'll definitely be beautiful. This is the second thing today after determining the Paramatma as our goal. Second point is the play of the time. Trick of the time. Time is same to all. In that time, who is doing what and he is getting that. चोर चोरी कर रहा है तो आगे पकड़ा जाएगा. दाता दान कर रहा है तो आगे उसको पुण्य फल मिलेगा. Think about it. That's how the wisdom is first purushartha. Applying that wisdom is second purushartha. You and I should know at least now and start doing it. Point number two today in common sense thought. The third one is what? If spiritual truth reality is our goal, self, the pure self. What is all Shastras telling us about is only this, that get out of your identity from the not self. So simple. I know. How do we get out of the identity with the not self? That is upadhis, which we'll see again exhaustively evening in our Praudhanubhuti. Is first note them Sharira, Indriya, Prana, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, Prakriti or Vasanas. These five or six. In spiritual sadhana, the most clearly to be understood and to be done thing is objectify them. है ना? Underline that word, objectifying them. Like any objects, they are objects. Like any of the objects are neither me nor mine, so too these are neither me nor mine. This is the most important sadhana from the day when it is told, but we give not importance to it. We don't give it. That's the problem. Because you have to realize self, these are all not self, then taken as self. Naturally, you should take it as not self, which is called as objectifying them. The more consciously we are able to do this, the more we are able to really understand and do what we are supposed to do as sadhaka, adhyatmik sadhakas. Okay. In trying to objectify the upadhi, only two things our shastras say. First, from your side, from my side, through the upadhi, be attentive. Don't seek anything. You know, don't seek anything means generally we seek the pleasure or sukha. Don't seek from our side the pleasure sukha through the upadhis. Is the way by which this objectification with the upadhis is achieved. When you don't seek, slowly the value importance given to that keeps on going away. The objectification happens, isn't it? Unfortunate thing is what? Through these upadhis only we have to live. Through these upadhis only we have to go through our prarabdha. Through these upadhis only we have to do our sadhana also. And the most important is still we have to objectify them. Remember, it is with everything, not only our upadhis. Everything in the world. That's the play. That's the beautiful play. The one who knows and plays it accordingly is never in samsara. Who misses that play aspect, he gets bound. Like another example is like this sharira, your own house, wife or husband or children. We have to be with them only. We have to go through with them only the prarabdha. We have to serve them only. And then through them only we have to do our spiritual sadhana. Yet we should be able to objectify them. Isn't it? Like the Guru, he has 100 disciples around him. So he gets all the work done through them. He guides them, he loves them, he scolds them, and yet he objectifies them. Therefore, he is not bound by anything done by or happening to any of the disciples. He is liberated. Then only he can be at peace and ease. Okay. From our side, not seeking any pleasure, happiness through the upadhis is the way to strengthen the objectification of the upadhis. First point. Second is what? We are not seeking, but by themselves also, because of our earlier karma, continuously the phalas come to us in the form of the results or in the form of the experiences. And we all know the experiences are only two, sukha or dukkha. So when they themselves come, what we have to do? That time also, we just have to remain in balance. Now you understand why it is said, dukkeshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigata spruha. In the dukkha, don't allow the mana to become udvijita. In sukha, don't get elated or excited. Why it is said? It is said that this is the way to objectify the upadhis. Any experiences come to the body, prarabdha, objectify, be in balance. Sukha will come, dukkha will. Good or bad. Health, it will be there, disease will be there. Anything we have valued more, then we have made those upadhis identified with. When we have not valued them, taken them in balance, then we are doing the practice of objectifying them. See, sukha dukhe same kritva, labha labhau same kritva, jaya jayau same kritva. See, sukha dukkha is with regard to the mind. Labha alabha is with regard to the objects of the world. Jaya parajaya is with regard to the ego in me. That I am victorious or I have lost. So when we do sama all these three, jaya parajaya sama, ego is objectified. Sukha dukkha sama, mana objectified. Labha alabha sama, outer objects or people are objectified. Unless the subjectively taken upadhis are objectified and detached from, we cannot do the other positive sadhana of subjectifying the self which we have studied in the Upanishads. That I am Sat Swarupa, I am Chit Swarupa, I am Ananda Swarupa. Again, this topic also so it's beautifully thousand times seen by us in all our Upanishad Shastras. Here also same thing we are studying in the evening Prakarana Grantha. Praudha Anubhuti, our Adi Shankara Bhagavan is guiding us how to do. All our Prakarana Granthas, Upanishads are guidances to tell us what to do and how to do, along with what to achieve and why. So we have to be wise to know them, to follow them. So the four things. One, a reminder that the self alone is our goal. Two, knowing the Kala Prabhava. Very interesting, very exhaustively we saw. Third one is objectifying the upadhis. For that, the two things to be done are one, through the upadhis, don't seek anything. Any sukha, don't seek. Anything should not seek. है ना? No sukha is expected from these upadhis. But they are there as prarabdha. They are there, if at all, to be used for sadhana as long as they can help. Beyond that, even they also have to be transcended. Therefore, seek not pleasure through the upadhis is the very, very important thing to be done. To detach from the upadhis to object. Second, by themselves, then the variety of things happen in life of dvandva. Don't get elated, don't get frustrated. Maintain the balance. Think about it. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha or sukha dukke same krutva or in all chapters of Gita almost this samatva has been being spoken. Samata, samatva, while the pairs of opposites that are happening, maintaining that samatva is the way to delinker, the way to detach, isn't it? The moment instead of samatva, importance is given. One thing more than that, you will suffer. Samatha. And that is the way. Coolly think about it. It's very, very important, essential in life. Seek not any sukha from the upadhis or with the upadhis or through the upadhi. And anything comes, just balance yourself. Don't get elated or excited. And then you will see these upadhis start leaving their hold on our mind. Our detachment, objectification with them becomes easier. Then only with that calm, cool mind, then we can sit and identify with the self in us. Through the vrittis we do beginning, vrittis become our means or traveling as a vehicle. Then when that's keep continuously we do, one day the vritti rahita anubhuti comes that yes, I am this. I am ever eternally that only. Something in between happened, dimag khad gaya, I forgot. Like yesterday कहा घोसुंडी भगवान का माया हो गया. He went outside to Brahmaloka, etc. The hands of the Lord were chasing him. Then, when he closed the eyes, he found himself in a closed and opened eyes, found himself in Ayodhya, and then seeing his confusion, Bhagavan smiled. The moment Bhagavan smiled, he entered into his mouth. Though Ghadi was in the stomach, in that he has seen Mahayugas and Kalpas. Then again, when Bhagavan smiled, he came out. All is what is to tell us that if you value, give importance, it becomes important. Just to be balanced. Stay where you are. These are all Sukha Dukkha Labha Hani Jaya Parajaya. They are coming, they are going at the total level, at the individual level, at Upadhi level. Value them first. Neither value one's own nor of anybody else. Naturally, dukkha gives dukkha. Therefore, what we can do from our side to help the other person to come out the dukkha, we can do for some time till we have that sympathy and feelings, which are also nonsense. Later on, we know every dukkha is because of ajnana and all dukkha rahitya only through jnana. So, just like the great gurus, they give tattva jnana. If you take use, permanently you are free from all dukkha, permanently you are sukhi. I will give only this, like in our class. Other than studying the Upanishads and the Prakaranas which talk about Brahma Vidya, we will not touch anything. There are thousands of books on which we can study and discuss. How many Arthashastra economy books I can talk on? How why difficult? If I can do Vedanta, I can do that also. How many Dharma Shastra books are there? I can study and talk on that. How many Rajaniti Shastra books are there? I can do na. How many Paura Shastra books are there? How many Samajika Shastra books are there? Vaijnanika Shastra, Vaidya Shastra. Not difficult. I can study in 10 years all the medicine, all anatomy, physiology. I can be a speaker on that also. But I cannot do now. Once the taste of the truth, the Brahma Vidya, has come, how can we go to anything lower? Same way, a wise person who gets convinced about this will help others in giving this wisdom only, whether others take it or not, because this is final. No, I don't want your Brahma Vidya. Tell me other solution. He says, go to that dukan, not me. And you go to the other person, he gives you some solution. But then that's not a permanent solution. It's only a change of problem from one to the other. Isn't it? Swamiji, please solve me this economy problem. I want lakhs and crores. Swami says, with whatever you have, be contented, focus on Paramatma. Udajahi dhanagama trushnam, kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrushnam. That's what Adi Shankara will tell. That's what we say. No, 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 you tell me, no, no, no. I say, I don't know, you go. Then you go to them, they will tell you, ye upasana karo, wo karo, you will get money. And definitely you will get money. The beauty is. Then you had a problem that no money. Now you have a problem that you have money. Problem changed, but problem continued. Problem changed, but problemness continued. Isn't it? When you have money, what to buy, where to invest? Is it not a problem? It's costing your mind, no? It's costing your sleep, your peace. So it's a problem only. People doesn't want to understand it. They're immature. Don't get carried away by them. So therefore the Guru knows. That's why you see, any Shishya coming to any of the Upanishadic Guru, they tell Brahma Vidya only. Because this is a final solution. So that you need not go to any other doctor for any treatment. Fully you are made healthy here. But the people doesn't want them. So then you go somewhere. I cannot cheat you by giving you wrong guidance. I can't afford. When I was at the level of ignorance, I would have told you. I might have asked. But now, after studying Upanishad, knowing the reality, knowing everything else to be kalpita, mithya, maya, moha, how can I suggest anything else? That's why the gurus like the Poor Maharaj, they stay. Anybody come, they give only Brahma Vidya. If they don't take, you don't take, but I can't give you something else. Like the difference between the mother few years back, 40, and now the stupid mothers. Today, stupid mothers, anything that buffalo asks, she will make and give. In our childhood, I said, "Nahi hota tha." We don't even know what is made for all our 20, 25 years in the kitchen. That time for lunch or dinner. We never had breakfast. Whatever is there, cow. There is no question of अच्छा लगा नहीं लगा. नहीं लगा तो get out. I will not make anything for you. जो बनता है वो खाओ बस. That was a beautiful training. That was a freedom. It was a bondage के disguise में it's a freedom. It's a bondage that whatever mother gives, I have to eat. But the freedom in it is what? I am free from my own mind's choices, which are no end, which have no end. No, so today's day, this fellow wants so many things, and for that, that mother has to run to the shop, to the online one, continuously to fulfill this fellow, that 1.5 inch tongue. So that time, आराम से mother makes and we eat. There is no problem at all. Tension ही नहीं है. In the same way, a true guru tells only Brahma Vidya. He says, लेना है तो ये लो, नहीं तो भाग यहाँ से. So to a true disciple understands it. Yeah, this is ultimate. Let me seek it. All else is only a change of problem. You understand? It's only changing from one situation to other, one problem to other, one crisis to other, one upadhi conditioning to the other, one place to other, one loka to other. That's it. Problems continue. This is what has to click to us. Okay. Then the last one is Nirantara Atma Anusandhana. So Atma Prapti is the Lakshya, one point. Kala Mahima, second point. Objectifying the Upadhis by not seeking Sukha through them as well as by being balanced when the pairs of opposite happen. Then the last one is Atma Anusandhana. Must be in that. Okay. When we are trying to do be in that, any problems coming from outside which are temporary, know that they are prarabdha, they go away, withstand to their onslaught without giving up. When they go away, again be back on your work. From the inside also the problems come. Understand that they are either no convictions at the intellect or the terrible vasanas or the habitual extrovertedness of the mind, the uncontrolledness of senses, and the body is spoiled because of too much of eating. So these are the mistakes I am doing because of which these my inner upadhis are becoming problematic for my sadhana. समझकर एक एक को क्लियर करते जाना intelligently, wisely. So don't add the new vasanas, allow the existing one to go away. That is to be done at the vasana level. Am karo? The mind also, be calm about it, quiet about it, become a sakshi to it, control it, consciously control the flow of the thoughts by the techniques of doing japa, techniques of parayanam. All of them are to bring our mind into our control in such a manner that whatever thoughts we want, that alone are entertained by our mind. That's all the sadhana is for. With regard to the body, keep it healthy, keep it empty maximum. है ना जितना मिनिमम से इतना डालो. Let the body be not heavy to me, isn't it? So to it's not lazy, थोड़ा exercise, yoga, प्राणायाम दे दो उसको. See, the आध्यात्मिक साधक ना अपने हर एक उपाधि का कॉन्शियसली रहता है. Like the ideal householder, everything of his house he is conscious of because with him, them he is living. All the electrical equipments he keeps checking up. All the electronics he keeps checking up. His car, scooter, on time he gives for service, even servicing, even if it's not much used, because particular about it. He checks his geyser, ठीक काम कर रहा है. Water filter, ठीक काम कर रहा है. Refrigerator, is the thing working properly or problem with the compressor? Is indeed a wise person goes on checking all of them. Everything is intact, very good. That's the price he has to pay, worthy for the things to help him continuously. है ना मिक्सी ग्राइंडिंग ये काम कर रहा है कि नहीं वो उसको देखेंगे वो which all are the appliances that are there. Very interesting, na? So to our appliances are these. So we have to be watchful about them, mindful about them. And even if this first thing also we are not aware that we have to manage our upadhis by our beautiful intelligence and choice, that they are asset to our sadhana, not liability. अब देखो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है ना ये स्पिरिचुअलिटी, यहीं से शुरू होता है. We must know when I expose my mind through senses to all these things of world, the mind gets agitated, mind becomes full of vasanas. So let me not go. That's it. इस तरह से वेदांत न पढ़ के सुन के एसेंस समझ में आने लगता है. एंड दैट एसेंस इज सो सिंपल एक्चुअली. And that practice of it is too tough in the beginning because of no habit. But when we keep on doing, the practice also is so simple. That's why the highly evolved Mahatmas are so simple in their experience, in their interactions, in their explanations, in their giving answers. Because there's nothing complicated. बस a little misunderstanding को ठीक करना है बस. That's it. Or if you go to Bhagavan Ramanashi and ask any question, he will not get excited to answer you. ये वो करके. That's the immature छोटे बच्चे अभी अभी मार्केट में आए हुए बाबा लोग करते हो. Just now this product has come. New Baba came. The matured one they say, अच्छा बेटा, you just ask to whom this problem. Bus, he will say only simple thing. Who is that he to whom this problem is there, or sukha is there, or dukkha is there? In that inquiry, first he will withdraw from the outer world because he is inquiring who is he inside. Second, he cannot catch him because that he, the jiva, is pseudo. In the search of that, that fellow runs away, the pseudo ego. The real self is revealed. In the real self, there is no dukkha at all. So simple, he says. And to other fellow, depending on that fellow's ability, he says, अच्छा all difficulties ना भगवान राम अच्छे लग पकड़ो बस सब रामार्पणम करो बस. अब देखो, he will tell simply, if that fellow doesn't listen, what can he do? Solution is simple. Rama Raksha Karo, Rama. You keep doing that, Rama will come and take care. Why not? There is Rama. Luckily, we are Hindus, not like other stupid fellows who don't have any god. Therefore, they are jealous of our gods and they destroy all the temples. Murak log hai ho. For us, Brahman also is there. Rama, Krishna, Shiva also are there. We call them so they come. That's why we see now in all our Purana Itihasa, such a factual, true, full, true, beautiful experiences that if he worshipped Rama, Rama came. If he worshipped Krishna, Krishna came. Shiva upasana, Shiva aage. वही तो सब पुराण ना. It's not just stories. Why will they write any story to confuse us? They are all real. So he will tell the upasana. Om Namah Shivaya, Shiv Ji ka naam leke, give all your problems, trouble. And the magic is what, it works wonders. Isn't it? Even in all our Vedanta, Upanishad, हर में योग दर्शन में ईश्वर प्रणिधानाद्वा बताए कि नहीं. यस्य देवे परा भक्ति यथा देवे तथा गुरु, we see it. So he will give that simple solution. कर लो. Another one is says, you are in that wrong company of that person and that object. First, patiently you drop them for 2-3 months, you will see that you are set right. एक एक सेंटेंस में ही सिंपल ही आंसर्स होते हैं, राइट. थिंक अबाउट इट. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्य प्रमाणदः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ता सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विजये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिक मे शरणं। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिकप्रगति धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयः राममन्दिरवत् समस्तदिव्यक्षेत्रपुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरनेकसाधनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुसमूलनिर्मूलन विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायामागतानां सर्वेषां सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः परब्रह्म आदि सनातनधर्मपर्यन्तं परमभक्तिद्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणं 19 onwards. ॐ नैनमूर्ध्वं न तिर्यं च न मध्ये परिजग्रभत् न तस्य प्रतिमा अस्ति यस्य नाम महद्यशः न सन्दृशे तिष्ठति रूपमस्य न चक्षुषा पश्यति कश्चनैनं हृदा हृदि स्तं मनसाय एनम् एवं विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति अजात इत्येवं कश्चिद्भीरुः प्रपद्यते रुद्रयत्ते दक्षिणं मुखं तेन मां पाहि नित्यं मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीः हविष्मन्तः सदमित त्वा हवामहे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नारायण 11th mantra. Okay, the Sambandha Bhashya. Beautiful mantra, very pregnant meaning, the crux of Vedanta. Consciously, let's try to listen and grasp. Sambandha Bhashya is Maya Tatkarya Adi Yonehe. So Paramatma is the Yoni, the womb, in whose presence his own Maya Shakti does its Karya. Adi. Karya Adi means Maya projects at the Vestian Samashti level through the Trigunatmika Prakriti and the Panchamahabhutas. Entire thing what we see. Adi means its functions and its modifications and its disappearance. Adi means all of that. Like the pot is made, etc. means pot is made, then used. While using, this is what is stored in it, this is what it is used for, it is kept here and there, etc. Finally, it got broken. That's called as Adi, etc. So, Maya, the Shakti of the Lord, which is called Prakriti. That Karya is the Triguna, from the Tamoguna, the Dravya, the Rajoguna, the Kriyas, the Sattva the Jnana, wherever it is happening, in whomever it is happening, and where it is happening, in whom it is happening is secondary. Wherever it is happening is by these three gunas, like Brahmadeva and his intelligence, Indra and his activity, the Rakshasa, his Tamoguna. So, Brahmadeva, Indra, and Rakshasa are not discussed. But through Brahma, the Sattva, through Indra, the Rajo, through the Dushta Rakshasa, the Tamo are expressing or not. That we are focusing on. Okay. So that's the meaning of Maya tat karyadi yone. Maya और उसके कार्य आदि means etc. Of all of that, the yoni, the womb, the cause, who is he? The Satchidananda Atma, Brahman. Therefore, remember, एक hint याद कर लेना. After certain level in Upanishads, they won't specifically use the word Atman all the time. Because when the word Atman is used, there is a sense of ego again can be born. Though it is experienced as Atman only, yet at the immature level, the Atman means again we may consider I the ego. That is why they use the word Satyam, they use the Brahman, they use the word Nirvana. They are all non-subjective. But that is what is subject actually. That is the experience we gain. बट हमेशा आई यूज नहीं करते हो सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज अरे पूरे 3 श्लोक में आत्मा का शब्द यूज ही नहीं किया they said brahman no they said sat na they said kutastha that all is same because that rishi who is in that experience of brahman for him everything is brahman so I करके specific egoistic thought need not be there yeah its experience is I only but it is sat chit anand it is kutastha therefore all words are used. Be careful about this explanation. Now, Maya Tatkaryadi Yonehe Kutastasya. That Lord who is Kutastha, Swavashataha Adhishtatratva. Okay? By his own choice, he has become Adhishtata. Adhishtana means the substratum. Then, Vyadadi Karyanam Utpatti Hetutva. From he, by his own choice, having become the Adhisthana, alone is Maya for projecting the Vyadadi Karya on him. And याद रखो ये explanation के time don't forget one thing that the Paramatma is the Upadana Nimitta Karana for the whole world that is also projected on Paramatma by Shakti. So therefore, these are all the explanation prakriyas to make us understand about the world. That's all. It doesn't mean that all this has really happened. Brahman is always intact. With his Shakti on him, the Nimitta Upadana Karanatva is projected. From that Nimitta Upadana Karanatva, naturally the Karyas are also projected. Just to give you an example. In that person, that MLA is projected. Therefore, as an MLA, what dress he'll have to wear, what actions he has to do, what talk he has to do, that also is projected in a movie or on a stage. He may be acting there, everything, but then it's all projected. Yaad rakho. So too, on the Brahman, the Atman, Nimittatva, Upadanatva are also Kalpita, and from the Nimitta Upadana, the entire Jagat expression also Kalpita. That's what his Maya is doing without doing anything. Logic है इसमें अगर really the Brahman has become the world, the Brahman should never be available for anyone to realize because he's not there. And through Brahmanubhuti only moksha. Therefore, nobody can be liberated. Like with milk only you can make tea. Now the milk is put for the curd. Now somebody asks अब चाय पीना है. No, you 10 मिनट पहले बोलना था वो जमा दिया उसको दही के लिए. No milk. So you can't make a tea. So too is that the Brahman has become the Jagat, like the milk became curd, that the Brahman is not available, therefore nobody can realize. And without Brahma realizing, no moksha, therefore nobody can be liberated. It is other way around. Anyone who is trying, all of them can experience Brahman and they can get liberated. Moksha. That means what? Brahman is always as it is. If he is as it is, then how he has become Narayana? The Nimitta Upadana Karana? Kalpana. How that is Kalpana is done, that's called as Maya. What is Maya? Don't ask the question. You can't ask question about it, that's why it's called Maya. But there is a solution to it. Realize the Brahman, the Maya Tatkarya will go away. है like in this many cases you can see ना, तुम्हें एक्सप्लेनेशन चाहिए कि सॉल्यूशन क्या है, डॉक्टर पूछते ना, डॉक्टर साहब मुझे सॉल्यूशन दे दो, तो टेक दिस मेडिसिन, दवाई ठीक हो जाएगा, हो गया. हाउ मच ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन डॉक्टर कैन गिव about why the disease has come, what food he has eaten, how it has affected that part of the body, and how come the infection came, what is the meaning of infection, which how the first bacteria entered, how it got multiplied, and how it started troubling that part of the body, then how this medicine in this salt, that salt, how it acts on that particular organism in eliminating it without troubling that particular part of the body because it's a poison. The medicine should kill the bacteria, not the person or the part. How that is scientifically investigated, how all of that is experimented on thousands of the guinea pigs or the rats, and finally it is induced in the first human being in small dose. अब इतना काहे को बोलेंगे? You want solution or explanation? Again, remember in all these explanation, with all explanations done, still questions remain. One question, but why you can never answer. That's called Maya. तो उससे ये हो रहा है, सॉल्यूशन है तो सॉल्यूशन में अप्लाई करो, isn't it? Like somebody says, I'm sorry, I've done a mistake, I misunderstood you. You say, forget all it, आप याद समझ में आ गए ना, अब छोड़ो सब, we are friends. That's the solution. Otherwise, you inquire why that fellow did that mistake and he goes on feeling pity. इसको there's no end. ये माया है, तो इसी को माया कहते है कि नहीं? वो कप सर नीचे गिरे, टूट गया, वो निकालो, क्लीन करो, नया निकालो, यूज करो, आगे बढ़ो. बट वाई इट हैज फॉलन, बट वाई द न्यूटन हैज पुल्ड इट फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड, है ना? वाई दैट शुड फॉल दैट डे ओनली सच ए गुड कप. दिस इज माया वर्किंग एज माइंड and trying to find a solution where there is no solution. But why this fellow behaved like this? Why it happened to me? Why that cheating happened? अरे इसका कोई जवाब नहीं, आगे बढ़. And even if how much ever you become wise, if you have to get cheated, you'll get cheated only. That is the meaning of in the upadhis, in the outer world, there can never be permanent solution. In pure Brahman, these are all not there. Therefore, there is no problem even to solve. That's what Vedanta categorically, vehemently saying, which after few more years of listening, we should be able to catch. So Maya Tatkaryadi Yonehe Kutastasya Swavashatah Adhishtatrutvam Vyadadi Karyanam Utpathiyetutvam. Then this is the two things to be understood. Now, Tena Eva Sarvadhishtatrutva Upalakshita. That Brahman only, which is indicated as Sarvadhisthana, its Swarupalakshanas are Sachidananda Vapusha. It is Sachidananda Swarupa. That Sachidananda Lakshana Yukta, by choice Sarvadhisthana Yukta, Atman or Brahman, whatever the name you give, with that Ahamasmi, that Brahman I am. In this way, that Ekatva Anubhuti, when it comes, that's called as Jnanam, with that Mukti will happen. This is what is told to us in this mantra. Without the Sambandha Bhashya, these mantras with lots of fill up the blanks in between cannot be correctly understood. That's why the Lord coming in the form of Bhashyakara and explaining to us. Right? Now this mantra is very profound, beautiful, sweet. We'll chant it today with Bhashya. Tomorrow we'll study. Om Yo Yonim Yonim Aditishtatyekaha Yasminnidam Samcha Vichaiti Sarvam Tamishanam Varadam Devamidhyam Nichaye Mam Shantimattyantameti Yo Yonim Yonim Aditishtatyekaha यस्मिन्निदं सञ्च विचैति सर्वं तमीशानं वरदं देवमेड्यं निचाये मां शान्तिमत्यन्तमेति. What a beautiful Vedanta, I tell you. Oh Lord, give us the true taste of it. And it's so nectarine. May we involve exhaustively, fully engrossed in that only. and go on enjoying that madhurya of the Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. May we not be people affected by our own worldly addictions. Oh Lord, see that all these things from our entire personality is thrown away. Anything undivine, ungodly be thrown away. Please bless. I am to praying this, Baba. Merely. Nothing other than the truth should remain in our entire personality performance throughout the day in our activities. Only that one. बाकी सब वही कचरा, वही routine, वही संसार, वही बहिर्मुखता. Same people, same quarrel, same attachment, same emotion. What nonsense it is. How long? Get out of that, engross in the study of the Upanishads and the Bhashya and the beautiful knowledge that our rishis are kind enough to give it to us. In life also in general, when wonderful fruits are there to eat, which give taste and very nice for the body. Instead of that, ये मसाला डाल के वो तेल डाल के ये मिर्ची डाल के पूरा तबीयत को खराब क्यों करना है? So to a soothing Omkara or Shankadhvani or Ghantanadam or slowly going Vedic chanting is there. Instead of reveling in it, why Dhum Dhadaka wala music? Instead of going to the temple and sitting there and watching that puja and getting the prasada, why go to all those places where the Rajo and Tamoguna are created? Such a great saintly people are there, sit at their feet, look at them, listen to them. Instead of that, why going to the equally foolish people of the world, get entangled in the raga, dvesha, and in all yuddha? Are you understanding how at every place we do mistakes? Here also, let us revel in this. That's the idea. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Initial hiccups, I couldn't help it. Later on, it corrected. Thank you. Now come for Gita.